Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F125. Today we're back for episode number 14 at Hungary. Real quick, before we get into the video, if you haven't seen my last video, that's where I announced the merch store. We have a merch store now, so check out the website. I'll link it in the description below. There's some really cool designs on there, and I'm very happy with how they came out. So if you guys want some cool grid drop merch, check it out. It's pretty sweet. Well, anyway, there is currently nothing we can do for upgrades. We have full upgrades on aero, chassis, and powertrain. There's a couple we've yet to unlock, but we can't do anything about that right now. There's some we can do for durability. I guess maybe we can throw on one of these. We don't really need this unless it's for the ICE, but we'll do MGUK. Sure. We do have a part 2 developed, though. It's an aero upgrade for the front nose, which should get on before the next weekend, as long as it doesn't fail. Okay, well, not much to do there. I guess we'll just get into the weekend. So I mentioned this at the end of the last episode, but oh boy. Okay, yeah, we're perfect timing. We're probably not gonna be as quick on the back half of the season. A lot of the tracks are tracks that I personally hate and do not do well at. This is one of them. I really hate this track, so I'm not looking forward to this. So I'm not quite sure what the pace is going to be like this weekend. We're running 4th right now, but we have our practice engine in the car, so we should be pretty quick in qualifying at least. I'm more worried about the race pace around here. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna rain in qualifying again. That's like 6 races in a row now. It's done that. That's so annoying. Okay, first lap in Q1. We go purple in the first sector. Mark needs to shut up. We go 5th in the session. That'll get us through to Q2. Oh yeah, the rain's coming now anyway. So we had one lap, which ended up with us being down in 10th. We're 2nd off the pace. But, it's raining now. So, dude, I'm so done with doing qualifying in the rain. I don't know why this keeps happening. It's like over and over. It just throws everything off. I want one dry qualifying session, please. Okay, first lap in Q2. Kind of a bad one, to be honest. It puts us 7th at the moment, which might be good enough if it keeps raining. All right, through to Q3. We have yet to have a good lap. We're 2 seconds off the pace right there. Ah, okay. That's lovely. Electrical system fault. I know, I can see it on the screen. Oh boy, it's really raining now. We need to lock in. We need a good lap. We've yet to have one. Around the final corner, we're purple in the first sector, and in sector 3 as well. Fastest in the session, out of nowhere.
Okay, we've only
so
got one
finally,
lap of fuel remaining.
We put together a pretty good lap, but we're gonna get back to the pit lane as fast as we can. Try to get another lap in. Well, this just turned around pretty quickly. We're on provisional pole position at the moment. What is he doing? What is... Okay. We'll let Verstappen and Leclerc go, but we're on pole at the moment. If we improve on that lap, we should be good. Well, somehow we just made up 7 tenths on that lap. And that is definitely good enough for pole.
Position.
That is unexpected, but we'll take it. Hell yeah. Okay, well, that's exactly what we needed. Hungary's not a good track for overtaking, so we might just have to park the bus. All right, pretty simple race strategy here. One-stop race, mediums to hards, and it's 16 laps on the first stint. But here we are starting from pole position for round 14 in Hungary. 5 red lights are on. And we are racing around Hungary for 35 laps. We have Oscar Piastri already up the inside into turn 1. We're going to squeeze him to the inside of the track and try to get around the outside of this Red Bull, kind of drag racing on corner exits. We've got the inside for this next left. And there's no way he's making it around the outside there. Okay, keeping P1. There's only one DRS zone and one overtaking zone, and that's into turn 1. So as long as we can park the bus and not get caught up into turn 1, we should be good. We're definitely going to see a move from Piastri here. He'll have the slipstream down the main straight, and he's going to go for something up the inside. I think we'll beat him to the braking zone, cover off the Red Bull, but without DRS on that straight, it's going to be tough to defend. I have to say, I'm not liking the car setup at the moment. It does not feel good to drive. I'm a little worried we might have screwed that up. We'll see another move from Piastri. He's 2 tenths behind. This time he's got DRS, and he's going to fly past us up the inside. Can try to get around the outside on the Red Bull, but he's going to get double DRS in that second detection zone. And that's Piastri into P1. So not too much we can do about that, but we can try to stick with him and get that place back. He seems pretty quick. I don't know if we're going to have the pace to keep up with Piastri. There's only one DRS zone, so if we miss out on that, we're screwed. Yeah, he's already kind of starting to pull away just outside of a second at the moment. So lost DRS to Piastri. We're still holding up a bunch of cars behind, so it's not seeming like we have the pace. Yeah, without DRS on this straight, we're kind of a sitting duck into turn 1, and then they get a second kick of DRS out of that corner, and here comes Carlos Sainz, who's going to be doing exactly that, beating us to the braking zone, get around the outside. Mark is yapping while we're battling with Sainz. Understood. Gonna have him shut up, but this is looking a little bit spooky right now. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I have to change the map. Ah, there it is. Okay, full track map. I know there's a couple comments that wanted that, so we'll get that on. There it is. We can see the whole field. All right. Oh, here comes Sainz once again into turn 1. Trying to move up the inside. We can cover that off for now, but he's gonna have that double dose of DRS into the next corner. Side by side with Carlos Sainz. He's gonna sneak ahead into P2. That's us almost off the podium. Really need to start picking up the pace. Once again, we do not have any DRS down the main straight, so that's gonna invite Kimi Antonelli into the fight, pinching him to the inside. And we're just gonna close the door around turn 1. We are really looking like we're in trouble here. Okay, Sainz is kind of starting to slip away. We could run the same pace as Sainz for a couple of laps. We're now out of DRS to the McLaren. We'll definitely see another move from Antonelli. Rear end kicks out just a little bit. He's gonna fly past before we even get to the braking zone. There's Alonso too, and there's Verstappen on the outside into turn 1. We just lost 3 places on the straight. We get past Verstappen, down to 5th place. Our teammate just ahead. That was absolutely terrible. Yeah, so we just instantly lost time to Alonso. Once again, we will not have DRS on the main straight onto lap 11, and Verstappen is going to be going for a move. We're going to pinch him to the inside of the track and try to get around the outside of our championship rival, covering off Verstappen, but this is not good. These mediums are starting to feel like absolute shit. There's just no grip on the rear end, and it feels kind of understeery on the front end as well. And check the... Yeah, the tire wear's not that bad, but they just feel like they've fallen off a cliff. Verstappen will go for another move into turn 1 here. Gonna pinch him to the inside once again. Take this outside line. Just swoop around the outside of the Red Bull so we can defend into turn 1. But if we make a mistake on that corner exit onto the straight, then we are literally just a sitting duck for an overtake. This is... well, we do not have pace here. Yeah, tire wear is not looking good at the moment. It's not that bad on paper, but it feels absolutely terrible. We've lost a ton of time to Alonso. He's 8.5 seconds up the road. We've got a little bit of breathing room on this lap, but that's not gonna last. Our pit window opens next lap, and we'll definitely be going on to the hards. These mediums are just completely falling off. This is terrible. We're gonna see a move from Leclerc into turn 1. He'll have the DRS on the straights. We've got a bunch of cars behind. Here goes Leclerc up the inside. Gonna try to close the door around turn 1 on the Ferrari. We are just in complete defense mode right now. There's not much we can do, especially with these... especially with these mediums. Oh my god. Okay, well, we've done the best we can do on this stint, which wasn't very good at all, but we are ready for some new tires. Into the pit lane we go. Hopefully, the hards are a bit better. This car's been pretty good on the hard compound tires lately, so... I don't know. Hopefully that's a bit easier. Here they are. It is the Brad Pitt crew. Please save me. Give me new tires. Thank you very much. Good pit stop from the team. We come out ahead of the McLaren. We get a little bit of a gap to the cars behind now. A little bit of breathing room. But I'm sure they're going to be catching up soon. Ooh, we got some yellow flags behind us. Someone is going very slowly. It's one of the cars that was in that train right behind us. I think it's a Red Bull, which means, yes, Max Verstappen out of the race. That saves us. That's good news. So with Verstappen out, all we have to do in this race is finish in the points, and we'll extend our championship lead to Verstappen. But right now, we have to worry about Leclerc, who's going for a move up the inside into turn 1, beating us to the braking zone, trying to swoop around the outside. He's going to get DRS again, but we might be close enough to just send it on the Ferrari, really close to contact with Leclerc. Going to close the door again on the Ferrari, keeping 5th. Oh, that could have been bad. We're now entering just complete defensive damage limitation mode. We do not have pace around here. We can only keep defending for so long. Leclerc will have the DRS once again on the straight. We get a big kick of oversteer. We're going to have no speed on the straight now. There goes the Ferrari, passing us well before the braking zone. We're going to go down the inside on Leclerc. Try to get this place back. He's around the outside with Lando Norris as well. So that's 2 places lost in 1 corner. And that's us down into 7th on lap 22. And these guys are just going to run away. If we can at least stay within DRS by the time we get to the straight, we might have a chance to... Oh, no, never mind. Big mistake there. Oh my god. Down to 10th. Oh, this is a race to forget. This is absolutely terrible. Shit. Well, that is bad. That is definitely very bad. There's still maybe a chance we could get back at these guys. Gasly's 3 seconds up the road. I mean, we've been losing pace all over today, but he is in an Alpine. There's definitely something not right on the car setup this weekend. It's really bad on the tires. I don't know exactly. Are you kidding me? So that's us down to 11th now, outside the points. That is lovely. On lap 25. I have no words. We've got more yellow flags ahead, so that might mean a free place for us I think it's Alonso. Oh my god, dude. You cannot be serious. There's no way. And it's Alonso. That is terrible. What a terrible weekend. Oh my, okay, well, we'll get up into the points again. But not in a way we'd want to. I think the craziest thing about this race right now is that we can't even pass Jack Doohan in an Alpine. We're not fast enough. I mean, talk about literally zero pace. We can't even get within a second of him. Oh, we got some blue flags. Somehow, we're fast enough to be lapping. And it's Isaac Hadjar in the Racing Bull who will politely get out of the way. Didn't really back up Jack Doohan, though. Oh, here we go. We finally have DRS on someone. I never thought I'd see the day. I think we just send it. Gonna be a late move on Doohan. Down the inside into turn 1. That was actually a really sick move. Too bad it was on an Alpine for 9th place. Well, it looks like 9th place is probably the best we're gonna do, as long as we don't spin again. But with Verstappen out, that's not terrible. We'll gain a couple of points for the Drivers' Championship, but we're losing a lot in the Constructors. Well, on to the final lap of the race. This has definitely been one to forget. Luckily, we got bailed out by Verstappen DNF, but we also had an Alonso DNF, and I believe Piastri, yeah, Piastri wins. I think even if we didn't make those 2 mistakes, that was almost another one, we probably still wouldn't have placed very high. We were defending the entire race. We just did not have any pace around here. Around the final corner, and this one was a big fat stinker. Wow.
Okay, pick up.
That was terrible. 9th place in Hungary. Alonso out. We brought 2 points home for the team. Awesome. Well, luckily we do gain a little bit in the Drivers' Championship, but even with Verstappen out, Piastri just brought home a lot of points for Red Bull in the Constructors. That's huge for them. Well, we finished the front half of the season on a very high note. 4 wins in a row on some very strong tracks like Silverstone and Spa. But the back half of the calendar has got some tough ones. I think Coda will be a strong track for us, but there's a lot on the back end that I'm not too confident about. So we'll see. As always, here's a look at the results and the standings after the race. So obviously, Alonso and Verstappen DNF, we still have an 81-point lead to Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. So definitely a comfortable gap to the Red Bull driver. But as for the Constructors, it's only 39 points now to Red Bull. So that's getting a little bit tight. Oh yeah, season break. I forgot about that. Okay, so that means it's Zandvoort up next, I believe. So Verstappen is going to be absolutely cracked there. They're always really good at their home races. So that's that's going to be tough. But anyway, I'll see you for that one. Check out the merch website. There's tons of cool stuff. And thanks for watching.